Hello, how are you? Do you like my hat? I just love Christmas. It's the best time of the year. Although, it always gets very busy here in the North Pole. There's so many presents that we need to pack. Father Christmas has a lot of people on the good list this year. Are you on the good list? I hope so. Being naughty is bad. You have to be good. Anyways, every time it gets close to Christmas, I start thinking about different Christmas stories. They're the best kind of stories. Would you like to hear one? I know. I'll tell you about one of my favorite Christmas stories, and it's about a snowman.
The Snowman, from the book by Raymond Briggs. Once upon a time, a little boy woke up to find that it had snowed overnight. He looked out the window and saw that outside everything was covered in white snow. He got dressed up very quickly and rushed outside to play with the snow. There was so much to play with. He decided he wanted to build a snowman. He started rolling a ball of snow, bigger and bigger and bigger. And the bigger it got, the more snow he wanted to add, until finally he added a head. After some work, the snowman was done, but there were some things missing about this snowman. He added a scarf, he added a hat, then he collected bits and pieces to add buttons, a face, and a smiley. He was so happy with his snowman, but that night he couldn't sleep. He looked at the window and he saw that the snowman came to life. Wow! Well, the boy rushed out and said hello to the snowman. Hello, said the snowman. They shook hands and became friends, and the little boy invited the snowman inside. Come see what I have inside, but be quiet. They played with the toys, and they had so much fun. Then the snowman decided to take the boy away on a different adventure. So he held his hand tight and threw him up into the air. They flew up high in the sky, over the land, even over an ocean. They were going far, far away, and they saw many wondrous things along the way. In the end, they reached a forest up in the North Pole. The snowman showed him, this is where all the other snowmen live. We always have parties, and there's a special guest that wants to see you. Wow, it's Father Christmas! He gave him a big, huge hug and told him to enjoy the party. So the little boy drank and ate, and then he danced to the music of the snowman all night long. They had so much fun. Then Father Christmas gave him a present because he'd been such a good boy. It was a scarf full of snowmen to remember the memory by. Then it was time to go home. So back into the air they leapt, and they flew all the way back home. The little boy loved the snowman and gave him a big, huge hug as a thank you, and then he went to bed. The next morning, he rushed outside to play with the snowman again, but then he realized that with the sun, the snowman had melted. The little boy was very sad at first. The snowman was gone. But then he remembered that he had a scarf to remember the night by. And it was okay, because next Christmas he could build another snowman.
Did you like the story? I sure hope you did. Christmas stories are my favorite, especially ones about snowmen. Have you ever built a snowman? You need snow for that. I hope it snows someday. Maybe you could read some other Christmas stories, or maybe watch a film. Anyways, from the North Pole, we want to wish you a very, very, very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And I hope you all stay very safe and make sure you're good.